On the dividend news, we do have the S&P Dow Jones, which they added Fastenal to the Dividend Aristocrats Index, but removed Walgreens Boots Alliance. We also have Kimberly-Clark, which hiked its dividend by 3.4%. And we also have Comcast, which they hiked their dividend by 6.9%. As well, we do have Air Products, which increased its quarterly dividend to $1.77 per share. This marks the 42nd consecutive year of increases. And we also do have American Express, which they will be planning a 16.7% dividend increase this year. We do have a couple more companies. There's actually this week, there was a lot of dividend hikes. I think over 40 dividend hikes, but I'm only going to cover a few more just because otherwise this video would be very long. The next one, KFC, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut owner Yum Brands hiked its dividend by 11%. We also have ADT Inc., which announced a 57.1% dividend hike. As well, we do have NRG Energy, which hiked its dividend by 7.9%. And then the third to last one, Franklin Electric, hiked its dividend by 11.1%. Second to last one, we do have Jacob Solutions, which hiked its dividend by 11.5%. And the last one we do have here, guys, was Nexera Energy Partners, hiked its quarterly distribution by 1.4%. What's up, everybody? This is Antonio here bringing you episode 223 of the portfolio update. So you guys already know it's Sunday. It's time to go over the portfolio, what we bought, what we sold, what options we had to manage, place, collect a premium, and how much we grew the dividend snowball, because you guys already know we come back every single Sunday. We see this grow and grow. This is actually some scripts I do have. They were actually projecting how much my dividend portfolio is projected to make out in passive income. Right now for the monthly, we're projected to make about $625.08 every single month, which our goal is to grow this larger and larger over the coming years. Eventually we'll be able to live off these dividends and be able to retire and do the things we want to do. But anyways, by the end of the video, we should hopefully see this way higher, guys, because a lot of the covered calls I had on some of my positions that did get assigned, we actually used that money and purchased a lot of the mutual fund, the US Treasury. So we should see this way higher by the end of the video. So I'm definitely excited to see where we end up with that, because that's almost a 5% return on our money there. If we do look at the annual dividends, again, 2023 was a great year for dividends. We're actually wrapping up the first month of the year of 2024, so we should start seeing that populate in maybe the next week or so. On the quarterly dividends, again, we also do have some great quarters this past year. We're working on Q1 of 2024, so we should see that being populated within the next week or so. And then on the options premium, guys, month of January has been very great for us on premium. We've collected so far $1,055.75 for this year, bringing our options return on our money invested to 0.88%. We're getting very close to 1%, which is great to see. On the money invested here that we do have goals 2024, so that we can kind of stay focused, stay disciplined, and try to keep focus so that we can actually achieve stuff by the end of the year, which the first one is more related to my YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel or a returning viewer that hasn't subscribed, consider subscribing with that notification. And as well, if you wouldn't mind, guys, drop a big thumbs up. But first goal is to reach 20,000 subscribers. We're on our way there. We'll eventually get to there. Then goal number 2, guys, $425 per month on average. We're of course around $600, but I am not really including that because we actually have a lot of the money we have invested right now into US Treasuries. So I do want to invest this into assets or like Apple, Microsoft, companies like that, but I'm going to be selling cash secured puts until I get assigned these shares and start collecting premium, and hopefully we can use that premium to buy more shares of these great companies, potentially SCHD, because we do have another goal. If we do look at goal number 3, well, I guess goal number 7 7 is that SCHD goal, but goal number 3 is to reach $126,000 invest of my own money. As you'll see, this week we're at $119,901.84. This is the total amount of money that I've actually invested personally from my pocket into the portfolio. Everything else has been capital appreciation or profits, anything dividends, that we've actually seen increase in this portfolio. So that's great to see. And as well here, if we do look at goal number 4, guys, is to dollar cost average into the portfolio $100 no matter what the market's doing at a minimum. So we're actually continuing to do that. That's a goal that just keeps us focused again and keeps us disciplined. Goal number 5 is to drip an additional $25 into a company that is going ex-dividend date. So the reason why I do this is just to hopefully just allow or force myself to invest a little bit more money into the company. Of course, I know that the company does come down in price by the amount that they do pay out in dividends, but it's just a way for me to hopefully pour more money into the portfolio, because in the long term, those little crumbs that I do invest, as well as that dividend that it pays out and gets reinvested, it does compound over time, guys, and we have time on our side. So if I can contribute a little bit more money earlier on, it'll definitely allow that snowball to compound much faster. And then goal number 6, guys, is to reach about $100 per month on options, or I guess in premium selling options. As you guys saw, we're over, I think, $1,000 is what we saw. So, over the next 11 more months, we need to try to stay an average of $100 or greater. Right now, so far, we're definitely surpassing that. But, that's what happened last year. So I'm trying to learn from my mistakes. We're going to try to stay focused on this. And then goal number 7, guys, is to reach 1,000 shares of SCHD. I believe I have around 660-ish shares now, because I think 100 shares of these actually got sold away because SCHD did move up in price. But I'm gonna be selling some cash secure puts. Eventually we'll get assigned some of these, and it'll be great for the portfolio. If we do look at the dividend payouts, as you'll see here, guys, we do have a couple companies paying out coming up. We'll kick off this script. I do have a script in the, I guess, a tutorial that's completely available for free. But it'll pull out all the companies in my portfolio, show me what companies are coming up with dividends, as well if there's any dividend increases. But we do have JP Morgan paying out as on the 31st of January. Then we have Costco on the 16th of February, and so on. So we'll see if any new companies announce dividends in my portfolio. If we do look at options, you'll see that we're at $1,055.75. This is wrapping up the month for January, which is great to see. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and jump over to the portfolio so we can go ahead and get started. All right, guys, so as you guys can see, the portfolio is at $228,891. Day change, it's negative $77.53, which is about a 0.03%. On the 2-year change, that is up by $40,780.76, which is about a 21.68%, capital appreciation there, which is great to see. If we do look at the positions here, you'll see that capital gains were at $19,290.77, which is about 9.24%. A lot of our capital appreciation we did already take from those covered calls we get that got exercised. Cash balance is about $766.84. We don't have any covered calls. I'm trying to stay away from covered calls. I'm trying to do cash secured puts here. Some of these companies will eventually get to 100 shares. We do have SCHD here, guys. We have 660 shares, almost 661 shares. And then as well, we do have one cash secured put on SCHD for a strike price of $76 that expires the 16th of February. So we'll see if we get assigned 100 shares of this. Definitely looking forward to it. SNSXX, which is that US Treasury money investor, earning us about a 5% return. zero, or I guess little to zero risk on this. We have about $105,000 invested in this, earning about a 5% return, which is great. While we have this collecting this 5%, I'm selling cash secured puts, earning some great premiums, and that's a great strategy right now while rates are high. If we do look at the performance here, you'll see account gained $27,190.36. So this is actually going in the green. And then if we look at rate of return, 13.56%. On the investment income, we're projected to make about $8,878.73 in the next 12 months, averaging about $739.89 in the next 12 months as well. If we do look here, February, we're projected to make about $513.54. March, $1,043.57, and then for April, $662.58. Quite a huge amount there, guys. If we do look at the history, I do have it to start filtering out from the 21st of January 2024 all the way till the 27th of January. If we do scroll to the very bottom, you'll see here, guys, that I did actually on the 22nd of January, we actually ended up getting, I guess our SCHD covered calls got exercised 100 shares, making us about $7,299.92 in the available cash. Same thing for JP Morgan here, $160 strike price, selling, making about $15,999.85 after fees. And the same thing for Apple, selling 200 shares, about $32,999.71. All this available cash, I moved it to the US Treasury, which you'll see shortly. As you'll see here as well, we did have these covered calls I let expired, or I guess not expired, but assigned. And as well, we also had that Microsoft cash secured put that we collected quite a bit of premium. It did expire worthless. We got to keep the premium, and we got to keep the money in the US Treasury, earning us still a 5%. So great strategy there. On the 22nd here, we did also do a sell to open. So we placed a cash secured put on Microsoft for a strike price of $397.50 that expired on the 26th of January. That was a weekly. We did collect about $3.01 after fees. That was $300.34. And then on the 22nd as well, we did do a sell to open. So as well, this was on Apple that expired on the 26th of January. Strike price $192.50. Earning is about $1.08 per contract. So in total, we were making about $214.67 after fees. We also did one on did a sell to open on JP Morgan, $170 strike price. That expired on the 26th of January. That's a weekly as well. Earning is about $65.34 after fees. And then the last one we did do was a sell to open on SCHD. It was a cash secured put for a strike price of $76. This one does expire all the way to February 16th, 2024. We did collect $41.34, almost able to buy half a share, or I guess a little bit over half a share of SCHD with this premium. But I believe around this much in this, we collected maybe around $600 or so. And you'll see that on the 22nd. I also went ahead and invested those $56,000 we got into SNSXX, starting to earn us a 5% return while we sell these cash secured puts until we get assigned again. On the 26th, 25th, we did deposit $100 because remember, guys, we have that goal to dollar cost average into the portfolio at a minimum, no matter what the market's doing. On the 26th, we did end up buying Lockheed Martin at about a price of $430. We bought almost a little bit over half a share, or I guess a little bit less than half a share, but close to half a share, spending about $200. We did do here on the 26th, I did a buy to close. So I bought Apple. I bought back my cash secure puts on Apple that expired on the 26th. That had a strike price of $192.50. We bought bought them back at 29 cents. This was 2 contracts, spending about 60 cents or so. I guess not. I'm spending about $59.32 after everything, which was great because otherwise I believe we would have gotten assigned 200 shares of Apple at $192.50. So that was a great thing because we got to keep the difference, guys. We collected, what was this, $214, subtract $60 or $59. That's how much we got to keep in premium from selling these cash secured puts against these great companies. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and see how much we actually collected in dividends and passive income this week. So let's go ahead and click this calculate dividends. And guys, we made $0 in passive income this week. Hopefully next week we make some more, or I guess we start collecting some with JP Morgan coming up. But let's go ahead and jump over to the Google Sheets, guys, so we can wrap up this video. Alright guys, so we're here at the dashboard. I already have a copy of this over here so you can kind of see the difference in the growth. Again, on the options premium, we are at $1,055.75 so far for the first month, which is great to see. Rate of return, we're getting close to 1%, and that's 0.88%. If we do look at the options here, you'll see that this was the 4 weeks in January that we collected. Last week we made $562.37. Almost passively, guys. We only had to log into the app, sell some cash secured puts, and then Friday just look at them for like a couple minutes and then see if you wanted to buy them back or not. And honestly, you could have actually bought them back very, very cheap and still reduced your risk there. And then if we do look at the dividend payout, guys, we do have 4 companies that are expected to pay dividends. So if we go over here to portfolio tools, get latest dividends, this will get wiped. It'll actually go out, and honestly it looks like there's an error with Seeking Alpha right now, so I'm gonna have to fix that, and we'll have to avoid this one for this week. But anyways, I'll get that fixed out for you guys. And then anyways, we can go over here to settings. We'll go ahead and get rid of this, which is our old copy. Let's go ahead and actually jump over to our personal capital, I guess Empower, so we can grab the latest version of our portfolio that contains all the purchases from this past week. So I'll see you guys over there. Alright guys, so we're at Empower on my Schwab account. You'll see this green button is called Copy Holdings. Click on it. This copies the content of my portfolio into the clipboard, which then we can go back into right click, paste special values only, and there we go. If we go here to the holdings, this is I guess a snapshot of my portfolio from last week. Once you click portfolio tools, update portfolio holdings, this will get wiped, and it'll parse out the new stuff we just pasted. So let's go ahead and do that, and we'll see how much we grew the dividend snowball. Jump over here to the dashboard, and we'll see everything being calculated here, guys. So it looks like, guys, that on the projected dividend yield, we're at 5.20%. And then compared to 3.27% here, projected dividend yield on cost, that's a 5.70%. It looks like we did go way up higher here, guys. On the yearly, we're projected to make $11,907.13 compared to $7,594. So that's a huge jump there. That was probably those $56,000 on the monthly. We're projected to make about $992.26 on the monthly basis compared to $625.08. So hopefully this is correct, because that's a huge amount of payout there. I think it probably will be. I'll have to double check, but man, that's awesome. Almost getting close to $1,000 a month in passive income that gets reinvested back into the portfolio, guys. That's so awesome. And then on the week, we're making about $228.98, and then compared to $144, almost doubling what we were making, which is great. And then on the day, $32.62 every day now that the portfolio is making, compared to $20.55 on the hourly. Every hour that goes by, guys, now the portfolio is generating $1.36 compared to 86 cents from last week. And then on the hourly work wage, this is if our portfolio was to go work a 40-hour work week, they would get paid an hourly rate of $5.72 compared to last week of $3.61. I guess they were doing such a great job. They got a huge raise there, but we'll eventually get this to minimum wage. That would be super awesome to, you know, achieve. It'll be a huge milestone for us, and I think we'll eventually get to it. It'll definitely help all the reinvestments and the compounding. That'll help out, and we'll get there surely but surely. I guess slowly but surely. And anyways, this is actually all I have for you guys in this portfolio update. Don't forget to subscribe with that notification. Help me reach that 20,000 subscriber mark as well. If you guys wouldn't mind, drop a big thumbs up on the video. It helps out the channel a lot. Definitely appreciate it. And if you stuck all the way to the very end, let me know by dropping a hashtag dividends, because guys, these dividends are getting larger and larger. We're almost making about $1,000 a month in dividends, assuming that my calculations are correct in the scripts, so we'll see. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Take care, stay safe out there. Bye guys.